Alright, so I'm super bored, super depressed, so fuck it, let's document it, I guess. Like, I'm in the mood to do stuff with Godot, but I don't know what to do with Godot. I have, I really want to do, sort of like, get the basics of either a Daggerfall-ish, I guess you could say, like, dungeon crawler going, if that makes sense. Like, I really want to be able to make a little dungeon demo um with mechanics like swords and bows and shit. Um, but I just get overwhelmed so fucking easily when it comes to 3D design. Um, and what's it called? Oh, that makes sense. Um, and like, just I don't know. When it comes to just stuff, I look at it and I think, oh God. I don't know. It's like I've been told it's to do with depression. Um, like, oh yeah, it'll zap your creative drive and stuff. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I got a better emulator now, so yeah, shortcut. I fucking love it when Windows does this. It's like, yeah, let's just ignore the fact that I've clicked Flycast and I want a shortcut of Flycast. No, you gotta like fucking tell it. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, honestly. There. There we go. Sorted it, finally. And I'm probably just gonna play some games. Yeah. Now, you need to remember with Project 64 is that the devs are assholes and they're going to make you sit through... Wait for it. There it is. Why is it like that, Jesus? Done yet? No. Yeah, that's mood. Right there. Hmm. I know, like, this is what I mean, like, I want to do something like this, or like, just something, like a little 3D demo. It doesn't need to be impressive, doesn't need to be big, just something. And I don't know, you know, like, if I do 2D, wait, what's this? Oh my god. What the fuck? I still like it, but what the fuck? I'm saving that. But like, I don't know, I want to do things with Godot. Like, I want with the 2D stuff, right? I understand it a bit better. It's just getting started, Like, I immediately start thinking about everything I'm gonna need. You know, I'm gonna need a way for the player to pick up coins or something. I'm gonna need a way for attacks to work. I'm gonna need to do the movement, the camera, the character, the sprites. The sprites really fucking get me because I don't have um many sprites on me. I have some like free asset ones. Um and like I don't have programs to make sprite maps properly. I don't have editors and shit. I don't know how to draw, so I can't make my own. Um And it's like all of the coding that I do know is fucking pointless because it's all in HTML, and even then I barely remember that. Um, like the thing is like tutorials. Sure, I can look at tutorials all I like, but I'm not gonna learn. I'm just copying code, right? Um, what I really need is like someone to fucking sit with me and just say, all right, do you know how to do that? Here, I will help you. And like I will have to put these skills to the test while making an actual project. But the problem is like I don't know anyone like that, and I don't have anyone like that. Like, I don't have the money to pay for that shit either. But I don't know. Or I assume they did have favorite films, but I wouldn't have known what they were. Hmm. How about that? Well, Stalin was a dick. Lenin was a pretty good dude. I did try to get Neryl's the fuck? Oh my god.
Um, Frostbites, based on my research, occur because of exposure to extreme cold. It happened mainly between mountain climbers, but also it happened, for example, very commonly for homeless people who, for some reason, they stay in the cold uncovered, and it happens sometimes even for hikers stranded at high altitude or in cold places without enough coverage. Suddenly, if there is a storm or something.
Jesus, dude.
So for me, I had all the precaution in terms of clothes, so I had the best equipment on me, completely normal. But this was so severe, and initially, actually, the
That's crazy, man. Hope he's okay.
I am Fahad Badar, a Qatari mountaineer.
Oh shit.
Climbing, for me, is a spiritual experience. It's an experience where physically and mentally and emotionally you need to be strong. And this is where I try to show that
That's fucking crazy, dude. Hope he's okay nowadays. But I don't know, like yeah, you can thank the English, the French, the Romans, a lot of people. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, and then this happens. It's like, dude, literally out of everywhere, all of this blank space, and you cover up the one fucking thing that I actually need to see. Do I play Ocarina or do I play Majora? Fuck it, do I have a coin around here anywhere? Uh, I have a Lego brick separator. Um, uh, hmm. Alright, so we'll do heads for Majora, tails for Ocarina. Cool. We're playing Majora then. I need to boot this up in Steam, I just remembered, because Windows is a shit OS and I need to have the controller support. Just waiting. Yep, there it is. I had a feeling. Fucking assholes. But like, I don't know. What's this?
You will never doom scroll again after watching this video. Now, I know that title is a big claim, but here's why I can make it.
Why am I
Because
like
every other video on doom scrolling is going to tell you to turn your phone off, set a timer, or delete an app. And the thing is, you've tried those and they don't work. But once you understand the actual mechanism and not the system, you won't rely on willpower to stop. Every single time you reach for your phone, that decision isn't being made in the rational part of your brain, which is called the prefrontal cortex. And this is like the rational planning part of the brain that actually thinks things out. The decision is being made in the limbic system, which is a very primal, emotion-driven part of the brain. And willpower lives in the prefrontal cortex, while the urge to scroll lives in the limbic system. So when you try to use willpower to kill your scrolling addiction, you really bring in the wrong weapon to the fight every single time. And that's why the I won't just scroll method has never worked for anybody ever. And it's the reason your screen time is still 7 hours plus daily. But once you understand this, you can actually figure out a way to work around it. This little guy is you. You are being fried every single day from all these different outputs that are rewiring your limbic system and taking a lot of decisions away from the prefrontal cortex, because so many things in your life are driven by emotion and high stimulation. And when you live that way, it's impossible to think you're going to rewire your brain just by telling yourself no. In the 1920s, this neuroscientist named Bluma Zygarnik discovered something super fascinating about the brain that is really helpful when trying to rewire it from scrolling. She learned that your brain fixates more on unfinished tasks than it does on finished ones. And when you apply this to scrolling, you get a better picture of why it's so addictive. Every single video you watch is like an unfinished task. That loop stays open forever, and the feed is unresolved. There's no completion. It goes on forever as long as you want it to. So that Zygarnik loop never closes. When you think, I'll do 5 more scrolls before I go to sleep, you're creating a new loop every single time. You're not actually closing the old one. And this design feature is actively being used against you every single day. So once you know this, the best way to start is addressing the triggers. Because when you scroll, it's actually not random. 9 times out of 10, doom scrolling is triggered by transitional moments. So when you wake up, when you finish a task, when you go to the bathroom, whenever your brain feels the slightest bit of boredom, it wants something, it's gonna resort to scrolling. And over time, your brain has learned that transition equals a reach for the phone. And every single day, that craving fires before you even know it. So by the time you end up scrolling, the limbic system has already taken over. Therefore, the fix is not actually about fighting the scroll, it's about intercepting the transition. So the mechanism that actually works is in reality a 20-second fix. I was reading this paper from this professor at Stanford named BJ Fogg. It's super interesting, but to sum it up, it basically shows that if you add 20 seconds of friction, that behavior will then be reduced by up to 2/3. Because your brain's limbic system is super lazy and it's gonna resort to the quickest thing in front of it. But if you add the smallest buffer, it's gonna get thrown for a loop and quickly break that pattern. So you have to remove the immediate availability of scroll. Now there's some very simple fixes you've probably heard, like charging your phone outside of your room, putting all your apps behind a folder, or adding a grayscale filter to your phone. And all this is removing that initial cue. It's not actually about blocking what's in front of you, but adding the smallest bit of resistance. None of these are requiring any sort of willpower, they're just restructuring the environment that's in front of you, so the limbic system doesn't get a chance to fire off that initial trigger. Furthermore, you can apply the concept of game theory to your scrolling addiction, using something called the if-then protocol. This is absolutely caveman level simplicity, and it's shown to be 2 to 3 times more effective than just using basic willpower. The format is extremely simple. Just say, if X happens, then I will do Y instead. So if I finish a task and I get the urge to scroll, instead of reaching for my phone, I'm gonna go get a sip of water, or I'm gonna go do 5 push-ups.
Interesting. Alright then, well, let's play, what the fuck? Let's play Majora's Mask. Uh-huh. Might be because, Godot's a bit, newer, less popular, I don't fucking know. All I know is that the game industry is a fucking cesspool. Anyways. But I don't know. Oh, I remember why I turned it off now. I wanted to play Ocarina of Time, but I couldn't get the fucking resolution to fix itself. I couldn't get full screen to work. The audio kept chopping, stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's all crap. I know, maybe Majora's is different. Whatever. It's running better than Majora was. No, Majora's running better than thingy was Macarena. Is there a way I can like? I swore there was a way I could like untab the FPS, just to skip long periods like this, but I don't know. But like at the minute, where I am with Godot is I want to make 3D games. However, learning 3D is overwhelming and scary, especially when I'm like barely into grips with Godot, so it's a bad idea. So what I should be doing is focusing more on 2D games. But then the 2D games that I'm going to be making are basically they're going to be held back by the fact that I want to make 3D games and I'm being forced to make 2D games instead. So I thought, all right, well, let's compromise. Let's make top-down style games. Like old school Fantasy Star, the old Zelda games, the original Final Fantasy games, stuff like that. Like, why not? That might be good. But then it's like I just immediately get overwhelmed by the amount of crap you actually need to do. You gotta get the sprites for it, which, I mean, I got sprites as the resource, or whatever the fuck it's called, which is helpful. But at the same time, it's like, God, like, I don't have the software to correct issues in the sprites and clean them up. I don't know where to look for it. I don't know how to do the most basic of shit. Like, I can barely fucking get collision and a camera to follow a character. Like, that's how dog shit my code is. But then it's like, if I look up a tutorial, I'm gonna end up like just copying that tutorial constantly. I'm not gonna be learning. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Like, and then I quit that because I'm overwhelmed. I'm upset that I can't do anything. So I go onto 3D and I see if I can do anything. And it's like, then I've got to worry about lighting. I've got to worry about physics. I've got to worry about this, that. And it's like, oh, fuck my life, So I just end up giving up. And then I feel like shit, which plays into the depression. I don't end up making anything. But then it's like I want to make something, and I don't know. It just keeps going on. Ironically enough, the game I'm playing right now is like a good representation of what I want to make. I want to make nothing big, nothing AAA crap. I mean, AAA gaming nowadays is a fucking piss take. You're better off either emulating old stuff or playing indie games, honestly. But like, I don't know. Like, I want to make just fun adventure games. Like, I mean, hell, like Zelda, actually. Good fucking example. Like, I remember I wanted to go onto Daggerfall Unity's website and grab the sprites from the game and make a like very bare bones basic dungeon 3D map. Like, nothing like in the form of an actual game, just like a proof of concept, like, hey, look, I can actually do this. All it would have been was like a small little dungeon, maybe like 2 rooms, and it would have pushed me to make UI, it would have pushed me to make a main menu, and stuff like that. I could have grabbed some music from, fucking Zelda, like here, and I don't know, I ended up not doing it because I just got overwhelmed. I didn't know how to do it. And it's like, I know I need to learn, and how else do you learn? You do it. But, I don't know, when it takes as much effort as it does for me to just get out of bed in the fucking morning and do basic shit, like shave my face, brush my teeth, it's like, I don't know. Basically all I do right now with my life is I worry about money, I go to sleep in a house that I fucking hate being in, like surrounded by my own fucking mess that I have no one to blame but myself for because I am a lazy little shit. Well, I go to work like some days, I hate it. I get overstimulated, customers are assholes. I swear to God, the city I live in is populated by the most senile fucking idiot people I've ever seen in my life. I had some guy the other day like look at me dead in the fucking eyes and say, you know, like, the machine says to remove my card, what do I do? And I wanted to fucking jump over the counter, I swear to God. Like, how are you that fucking dense? Genuinely, learn to fucking read. But, I don't know. Like, then I go home, and I don't do anything. I just lay around. And it's just this constant fucking loop. And it's like, I know fully well it's not healthy for me, but I don't have the energy to do anything else. Like, this is, you know, this is my life, this is what I do. And it's like, you know, I have plans and shit, you know, like, I have, you know, opportunities to move out of the country, which I would massively love to, because life in the UK fucking sucks. It's not just Wales where I'm from, it's like the whole fucking place. This country, like, I don't know, the way I describe the UK is, I describe it as a zombie state. It's, you know, it's still walking, it's still talking, it's still on the international scale, it's still around, but in reality, what the UK is it's a walking corpse that instead of fixing its problems, it blames other people for those problems. And when bits of flesh mold and fall off of it, it just picks it back up, slaps it back on, and finds somebody to scapegoat. You know, whether that's Polish people, people from the Middle East, you know, fucking. I know. I remember when, like, in 2014, when ISIS was all fucking ballsy about, you know, their backwards ass ideology and butchering of Islam. It was you know, Syrians and Iraqis who were coming over. There's a massive expat community from Syria and Iraq, and people started getting like, fuck, you're taking our jobs, you're doing this, you're doing that, and it's like, my guy, the job market was fucked before they got here. It's fucked more now, yeah, cool, but it was fucked anyway. It's not their fault. They didn't do shit. Like, they're a victim as much as you are, right? You know, it's like, I don't know, the fact that I'm from this country where people are so fucking belligerently racist and will blame others for their own problems that they caused, or people who, like, you know, politicians and shit, they will blame minorities and other people for problems that they themselves caused. And it's like, I don't know, I just think, like, I don't like to say it because it makes me sound like a pretentious fuck. But I do genuinely think that most people who inhabit this fucking island are actual brain-dead fucks. I cannot stand this place. Like, I am not proud in the slightest to be from Wales. I'm not proud in the slightest to be from the UK, even less so than Wales. Like, being from Wales nowadays, like, I know fully well I'm a part of this fucking problem, but it's like, we seem to have forgotten ourselves, almost. Like, you know, we have all of this rich history, this culture, you know, these customs, traditions, our own fucking language, right? But no one stops to learn the language, no one stops to learn the customs, no one knows the history. The education system's more interested in teaching about English people because of fucking course it is. It's like, I don't know. And we seem complacent in this. And it's wrong. I think it's massively wrong that this is what, you know, Wales has become. But, like, no one's gonna do anything. People are too busy blaming minorities, once again. It's... I don't know, it just makes me think, like, well, how can you wave around this fucking dragon flag, you know, chant Cymru and Baith, stuff like that, and in reality, you are just, I don't know, you know fuck all about this country. And yet you're claiming you're proud to be Welsh. It's like, no, you're fucking not. You're proud to be the butchered image that the English created for you to be proud of. You know, the watered down, sanitized version of being Welsh. Like, that's what you're proud of being. And it's a shame. Like, I don't know, is it too much to ask that, like, the country I'm from actually knows what the country itself is? I don't know. But, like, when people ask me, you know, what it's like in Wales, I often just tell them it's really sad here. When they ask me if I'm proud to be Welsh, no, I'm not. I could give two shits if this country fucking sank under the ocean right now as I speak. Like, if people ask me if I'm proud to be from the UK, absolutely fucking not. No, I absolutely despise this country. The people who run it, the people who live in it, I think we're a bunch of fucking animals. And I do genuinely think that this place would be better off if it did sink. Be a net fucking positive. But, I don't know. I like how I went from, you know, how I struggle with motivation issues when it comes to my game design and stuff, all the way to, hey, I'm gonna go on a fucking racist tangent about the country I'm from. That's great, isn't it? Not like I'm fucking helping the problem I was describing, how people are too racist. Yeah, I was just being racist against my own country. What's that called? It's not xenophobia, because xenophobia is being afraid of things that are different to you. I don't know what the term would be. Self-hatred, I guess? I don't fucking know. I know, like, I have opportunities to leave this place for Germany, for Iceland, but it's like, nothing ever changes, you know? That's how I've always seen life, I guess, is like, nothing changes. When I was a kid, you know, and I had, like, mental health problems first starting to arise, what did? I talked to my parents about it. What happened? Nothing. So they just got worse and worse and worse and worse, until finally here I am today, a sad husk of a person who has no motivation, no willpower, no drive, no passion, no real skills, no nothing. I just exist. Like, genuinely, how it feels is like I've just been coasting life, I guess. And it sucks. And I'm sat here talking to an OBS recording, which I will probably put on YouTube, because no one fucking listens. Now, if I talk to people IRL about it, no one cares. If I talk to a therapist, they don't give a fuck, they just want the money. I don't trust therapists, I think they're fucking scam artists. You know, making money off of people's misery. It's evil. Ah, fuck, I just realised, yeah, I need to go get the ferry, don't I? But, like, I don't know. Like, it's not like things are gonna stay the same forever. You know, I have an opportunity to move out of the house I'm in right now. A friend of mine, in a town up north from where I am called Cwmbran. Or Cwmbran, I don't know. Oh, hang on, let's just... Oh, wait, no, you need the sword, don't you? Yeah, you need the sword. But, like, you know, she's, got a place for me, a little room. Her sister's moving out to Bristol for uni, so it's like, oh, you know, I can get this, like, pretty decently sized room. You know, she wants £100 a month in rent, and it's like, that's not bad at all, dude. You know? I need to get the ferry. Where am I going this way? And it's like, why don't I, you know, go move out? And that's exactly what, you know, I'm doing. I've made plans to move out, but it's like, I got to do some things first. You know, I'm going to a furry convention soon. Aberracan, which is, in the south. Like, it's, I'm trying to think, in Aberavon. But, like, I don't know how I feel about it. Because, I don't know. Like, I've been kind of like, where am I walking? Oh yeah. Like, and I've been kind of disillusioned with the furry fandom recently. Like, I don't know, the same sort of spark of joy it used to give me is no longer there. But I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like, I think Abarakan's gonna be my last little hoorah of the furry fandom, to be honest. Like, it's become too big of a part of my life to ever fully leave. You know, like, it's a core part of who I am, you know, and there's no way you can deworm that from me. But like, the local Welsh community has just become a toxic fucking mess. You know, I don't enjoy going to the meets. I don't really talk to people in the fandom much anymore outside of like a little friend group. And it's like, you know, like, I just kind of I don't know how I feel about it anymore. But like, you know, ignoring the fact that I just trailed off again, like, you know, I'm gonna be hopefully moving in with that friend. She wants £100 a month, which is like easy money, you know, it's not a lot at all. She owns the house as well, so there's no worry about, like, you know, us becoming homeless or anything, which is great. You know, I've been homeless once, I don't want to be homeless again. But like, you know, God, that was a tough time. Got into a fight with my dad, and I said out of anger, "Fuck off then," and he kicked me out for that. I became homeless for about a week. And then he has the fucking gall to call himself a family man. And I honestly just want to yell out my fucking door, "Go kill yourself, you fucking dickhead." Nah, that's fucked, I can't say that. I don't know. But it's just annoying, like, how can you call yourself a family man and then do something like that to your eldest child? I don't fucking get it. But no, I shouldn't say things like that. That's fucked. That's really fucked of me. But like, I don't know, it just pisses me off, I guess. But like, that's, you know, something that he can claim about himself, when in reality, no, he's anything but. Oh, it's you, it's the postman, look at that, I thought you were a bomber. But like, I don't know, like, once I'm out, you know, I guess I'm out, and hopefully life turns up for me. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't know. But, like, is that the postman again? Yeah. But like, you know, hurry up and jump with the echo, please. You wanna hit that chicken again? Not you, you fucking dickhead. Get out of here. I said to fuck off. Dude, fuck off. Fuck off. Fucking yappy bitch. Where's the kid gone? There he is. No, I could've gone in there. Oh, there's one. Hey, look. Where'd he go? Ah, no, I'll find him. Oops. I just realised I can flashbang these little fucks. Wrong button. Alright, where'd he go? Yeah, get fucked. But like, now there's one more left, but I don't know where he went. But I don't know, like, at the minute, my current goals are, I need to save my money up, and I need to get a bike. Because, travel has become way too expensive for me. The taxis keep upping their prices, the buses are upping their prices. I need to save for a bike before, like, anything happens more now with the pricing increases. Wasn't one of them in the Fairy Island? That might be the 3DS remake I'm thinking of now, I don't know though. Yeah, no, I am thinking of the 3DS remake, I think. Yeah, I am. But like, I don't know, like, get that convention done and over with. I can barely be fucked to do that, like right now, I guess. Once that's over with, I don't know, maybe my motivation for the fandom will come back, maybe it won't, I don't fucking know, nor do I care much anymore either. But like, you know, get the bike, get, you know, money and whatnot saved. Oh wait, so I did catch that kid. Oh wait, so that, oh, I didn't know they could island the boxes like that. Huh. But like, you know, get the bike, get money saved. Once I've gotten the bike, I'll be like able to move out fully. Because I'll have a means of transport, or travel I should say. There they all are. Yeah, there's still one around, and I think they're in East Clocktown, I don't know. But like, you know, get the bike, get, yeah, there they are. Get the bike, get money, you know, that stuff. I need to take a photo of this, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Racism. Alright, what's the code? Alright, there we go, got the photo. But you know, like, if I can sort out with money, get the bike, I can move out, you know, I can, you know, hopefully rebuild my life. I want to start weaning myself off of my citalopram, because it's a mood stabilizer, but that works for and against me. You know? You know, like, I don't feel anger as much, I don't feel sadness as much, outside of how I'm feeling right now, you know, which is good. But at the same time, it's like, wait, what's the time? Okay, I have about 40 odd minutes before I need to like head off. It's 5:21 in the morning right now. But like, you know, damn, going from the DS to this is honestly like night and day. In a good way, this feels a lot nicer. But you know, like, I want to start sorting that out, like getting off my pills and shit. But for the moment, I swear to God, the day went slower on DS. Whatever, I can't be asked. You. But and I got some things lined up that maybe would help me out, you know, feel better about myself. You know, like there's a D&D campaign, my girlfriend's friend is going to be running. You know, that looks like it's going to be fun. I'm just going to set an alarm on my phone. I need to head off at 6 AM, that is 37 minutes from now. Cool. So when my phone goes off, I'm going to have to turn the video off and stop yapping. But like, I don't know. I don't think I am going to ever be happy, to be honest with you. Like, you know, I don't have a form of like safety net for myself, I guess, anymore. My savings are fucking gone. My savings haven't really been up since I got kicked out, actually. But like, I don't know anymore, dude. Like, if things don't change for how I feel in my day-to-day life, I honestly don't see myself being alive in like 2 to 3 years. Like, God, that was so much faster than the DS. It's just like, I don't know, all of that creative drive I had as a kid, it's still in me, but I just can't fucking make myself do it, you know? I wonder if the backwards running trick works in Deku Square. Oh, look at that. It does. Kind of. You can just do this and it's like, it's longer, you can see where you're going, you can name yourself. May as well just do this. Stupid fucking dog. I don't know. Like, I think about my friends sometimes, you know. Like, I have online friends who I consider some like the most important people of my life. Get fucked, digger. Oh wait, no, I needed my inventory or my selectors, don't I? Cunt. But like, I don't know, like, I have people IRL who I consider very important to me as well. But it's like, at the same time, I feel like they deserve better, you know? Like, why should they put up with a depressed mess of a person who has no aspirations to make a life for themselves, you know? Like, what's the point, I guess? I mean, shit, actually now I'm like thinking about it right now. Nice guy. Now I'm thinking about it right now, it's like, what's the point even doing what I'm doing now, you know? Like, why am I sat here playing Majora's Mask on a computer that I don't own and, like, I'm probably not going to ever pick up again, you know? Like, it's just a time waster. That kind of feels like what my life has been so far. Just a long series of me trying to get through it as easily as I can. I'm hoping I can reach this chest. I don't think I'm able to right now. No, I guess not. Ah well. I know I can reach the tower when it you know, again rises up. There's a chest on top on the 3rd day. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Ah, so the pedals on my controller do actually do something. Press this B. Cool. If I ever find a use for that, I guess. I'm on a Switch controller and all, so like, well, the button layout's correct. No, it's between midnight and 6, isn't it? So I actually arrived a little bit early. Now let's try. There he is.
Oh! Yay!
I'd washed up before doing anything with it though. There is one more I know, is in Clocktown. But I don't think I'm able to get it as Deku Link. But yeah, you never know. Maybe we can try. No, I think it's too far to jump. Considering this place is called the Deku Play Yard, or whatever the fuck, you'd think it would be compatible with the Deku slip. Haha. Ruin your fun. I know there's that old lady as well, but you can't like do much for her until you've like, you know, gotten the Deku part of yourself off. Just trying to think of things I can do before I just go to the Scarecrow and waste the time. It's 14 rupees, dude. There's actually a whole lot I can do now. I think I've done most of what I can do with Deku Link. I don't know. Oh, there's water here. I've never actually noticed that. Shit. I know he gets insulted if you say no, so I just learn it. What? Keep forgetting it's an N64 game, they don't like the D-pad. I would map my C buttons to the D-pad, but it's like, I don't know. After like growing up playing Ocarina of Time on the GameCube, it just feels weird to not have it mapped to the second stick. I don't have an N64 controller to plug in with an adapter. I don't have like a USB version. As much as I really love one actually, I don't have one. I was thinking about getting the official Nintendo N64 controller, but they're either out of stock all the time, way too expensive. I don't know, a mix of them too, mostly. But yeah, he's gonna, yeah, seems to have gotten dangerous, he's gonna leave now, blah blah blah. But like, I don't know, I have to have a look online, maybe I can find one. Can't remember when the music starts, but I think it's at 8 or something like that. Can you like fuck off? Thought there was a way to get that thing to ring. Can't remember which room she's in. Oh yeah. Oh fuck me, that's actually kind of scary. That. Maybe it's at 9 it starts. No. Huh. It's the night of the final day and it's 9 in the morning. I don't consider that night. I just wanted to see the wedding dress. I know why it's there. It's sad why it's there. I wonder where she is. Oh wait, no, it's not 6 in the morning on the game, isn't it? It's fucking turning midnight. Dog's gone. weird not seeing a dog around. And then we've got this guy who represents the average UK voter. I know, like, this is what I mean, right? Because this guy's like, you know, he was always, it's not gonna crash, it's... Oh, there he goes. What's the time? Fucking hell, that went fast. Wait, no, it didn't go fast, it went slow, I should say. It's only 39. Like, what I mean when I say like, you know, average UK voter, this guy earlier in the game, he's all, it's not gonna crash, the moon's not gonna crash, whoever thinks that's an idiot. And you look up and it's like, oh wow, would you look at that? And if I just hold the camera still enough, you can see. That motherfucker is moving. Getting ever so closer, you know, as time goes on, you know, it's getting closer and closer and closer. I'm just gonna like leave it here until that hits, you know, I don't know, we'll call it 4:30, I'm just gonna try and keep it still. Motherfucker. Okay, well I think I've proved my point. It's getting closer. You know, it's very clear the moon's gonna fucking crash. But then this dude's still sat here thinking, it's not my fucking stupid apprentices, we can't scare the moon off. It's like, dude, that's not gonna fucking work, you may as well just evacuate. Even then, that's not gonna work, you may as well just fucking accept the fact you're gonna die. Shut up. There's a bird outside on the fence. Looks like a magpie. It's pruning itself. I like birds. I wish I was a bird some days. You know, being able to fly would be cool. But it's like, I don't know, I was talking to a friend of mine in Glen earlier about it. Like, the way humans live these days is, it's so unnatural, you know? We weren't meant to be sat in front of computer screens every day, we weren't meant to be, like, serving people food, you know? Waking up, relying on an arbitrary number on a screen to determine our value in society, and whether that we can live or die, eat or starve, travel or be stationary. You know, it wasn't never meant to be like that. It was meant to be different, yeah. But yet we still live like this, and it's because a bunch of old farts have control of everything, and you know we don't have control ourselves. Yet once again, do we take it back? No, we don't take it back. No, we just sit and wallow. No. We're not like the people of the previous generations who would take matters into their own hands. You know, we just sit around and I know there are people out there who want to, you know, like revolt finally, but it's like, I don't know. Me personally, like, I know I'm a massive fucking hypocrite because I'm the exact person who I'm criticizing here, you know, somebody who sits and wallows. But like, fuck's the point, you know? Like, what is the fucking point? Because all that's gonna happen is a new oppressor would arise, even if we end up in like an anarchist society where hierarchy is massively shunned, somebody would rise up and somebody would fucking ruin it for everyone. I don't know, like, anarchy is one of those things that I think is quite a fascinating concept, and I want to learn more about it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, how can you assure everything's gonna run smoothly? You know, how is this gonna work? How is that gonna work? How is like a currency gonna work? You know, I would love to learn more about it, but like, most of the people who I know who are anarchists either give me really, really fucking useless answers to everything. They just say, "Oh, look into it, look into it, look into it." I'm trying to. I'm fucking trying to. Either that or they give me half answers. Like, it just would. Like, dude, I'm trying to learn more about this ideology. I think it's an interesting concept, and I'm getting, like, jack all information. I don't know. But, like, the way we live nowadays is just not how we're meant to live. You know, the amount of times I've like considered just I don't know, fucking fleeing to France, faking my death or some shit, and then disappearing through Germany into Poland, and just like I don't know, going to that fucking forest in Poland, the primordial one, and just like forever going missing, I guess. You know. Whoops. I started playing this song in reverse then. Shows which one I always played more. I know, I guess like the big thing for me is just like I want to live in a society where I don't feel completely worthless. But the way the world structured itself when we agreed, you know, about what it means to be quote unquote civilized, according to the old fart Europeans who decided everything for the world instead of letting the world decide for itself, um, you know, like this is apparently the best we ever have, and it's like, well, yeah, cool, people are living longer, but at what cost? You know? Like, if I could choose between the life I have now and, like, I don't know, going back to ancient Gaul or some shit, and living in a collective village, you know, where I don't need to worry about food and water like that. You know, I need to worry about the crops being grown properly and stuff. Like, I would take it up, yeah, no, 110% I would. You know, I would miss my friends, family. I don't think they'd miss me, at least. I don't think my family would miss me. But like, I don't know. Just like, I think humanity's doomed. I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna stop before I end up driving myself into a pit because I'm gonna be heading off shortly. I'm just gonna like get this mask off and then I'm gonna probably turn off the game. Giggle, giggle. Yes, turn your head unnaturally, as unnaturally as you possibly can. It's funny because whenever people get those haircuts and they think they look really fucking hard with their fucking North Face fanny bags and their jackets, and they have hair like that, I always think of the Happy Mask Salesman. Waving away the anguished spirit of the Deku that, you know, was killed to make that mask. The Deku that Link had to share a body with. Really cool message, and I don't think a lot of people know about that sort of hidden meaning in that cutscene. Wish I had the cool hair though. Like the Deku hair has always been really cool. Even if it is, I don't know, it might be a hood or something. But I think it looks really cool. Let's just get this fucking cutscene over with. Let me just shave my face. I can see the Mario one on its back. Love the TMNT reference, it looks like Leonardo's on his right side. My current time is 5:49. I'm gonna head off once this cutscene finishes and I'm allowed to play the game again. Just go get the owl statue and save there. I'll do that. I need to go brush my teeth because I haven't done that in a fucking while now. Again, energy gone. Stuff. I don't know, I'll find something to eat real fast because I haven't actually eaten a whole lot recently. Then again, my fat fuck ass doesn't really need it. It's whatever makes life go by easiest, I guess. If that means gorging my fucking face, I guess that means gorging my fucking face. I'll fucking anymore. I'm not far off killing myself, to be fair. I don't think people would miss me, you know. I know my family wouldn't. Hell, they would just see it as a payday, you know. I could sell all my shit. And they wouldn't even worry about it, because that's what they've always done. No. Oh, you're right. This is Majora's Mask, not Ocarina. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. The reason why I plan to head off shortly is because I don't fancy being here when my dad wakes up. No, my dad wakes up when my dad gets home. I should probably give extra context now. Like, so after I was kicked out, I lived at my grandmother's for a bit. My mum was the one who forced my dad's hand and got me back into the house. So I live here again now. That's the wrong song. What? Wait. Yeah, there we go. I must have not tapped it right. But like, now I live back at my parents' place now. You know, I'm hoping that's not going to last much longer. Because I don't like living here. It reminds me a lot of everything I'm ashamed about myself. That was one thing I did like about the DS remake, to be fair, being able to select what hour in particular I wanted. You know, or just like skip the whole day. That was a good change, that one. Oh fuck, right. I forgot I'm supposed to get that marching band mask, aren't I? I was gonna go get the bunny hood. Don't worry about it then. Just save the game and turn off. I like this game's soundtrack. It's nice. Alright. Shocker, it was an emulator the whole time. Fuck you, Nintendo. Go kill yourself. Alright. I probably won't put this on YouTube at the minute, hence, because of the time. But, if anyone actually did bother to listen to that, why? But, thank you. Thank you for waiting. Alright. I don't know. See you around, I guess.